Hi everyone, today we have a new video review and this time we are going to talk about fresh release from Zvezda, and it's quite a tiny release. So here we get the kit in 100 scale. It copies the light Soviet tank BT-7M, but I think it might be an interesting build for those who don't want to spend a lot of time, or maybe they are into wargaming, because that's how this type of this series of the kits is marketed from Zvezda. And note that it can be assembled without the glue, which is also quite nice to have for some modelers, especially for beginners. As you can notice, the box size is not that huge, so here is comparison with my hand. We have quite nice box art here, and the kit number is written here on the side, so it's 6297. And here on the side you can see some safety information, and here we have also the picture of the finished model and some other kits in the same series. I reviewed some of them, so you can find them easily on the same YouTube channel. And by the way, the parts count is written here, so it's 15 parts, and assembled model will be only 5.6 centimeters long, so not a huge build. And even though the box size is small, here we have the seal with Zvezda sticker. So just give me a second. It would be really strange to see the Tamiya sticker on Zvezda kit, but who knows? Maybe it can happen as well. So just give me a second to open it, and here's what we have inside. So all frames are sealed into one plastic bag, and I will need to use scissors in order to open it, because otherwise it will be a bit tricky procedure to tear it apart, but it's not that tricky to cut it apart, so just give me a second. And again, I can say special thank you for all who donated on this video review, because without your help I won't be able to review this kit. So thank you for, let's say, supporting me, and also for asking to review this kit, because without you it would be a bit more difficult to decide on what to show in these video reviews. So here we start with the first green plastic sprue. I'm already used to say that the plastic sprues are gray, be it light gray or dark gray, but here we get the green plastic frames. And as you can see, we have the hull parts here. This is the floor panel from what I can see, and also we have this special frame which will be supporting or collecting all of the parts together, because as you can see here we get the large pins on which you actually attach the parts. And just to prove it, here inside, as you can see, we have huge installation points, and those are actually the, let's say, main features of the assembly without the glue. So that's why you can assemble it without the glue. You just install everything around this support. I would say it's quite a clever design. And note that for the wargaming we also get this special flag with stats, where you can place some stats, so it's also quite a handy thing. And again, just the size of the model here is comparison with my fingertip. It's a really tiny tank, so it might be fun also to play a bit with the weathering in this size. I'm actually a huge fan of trying to play with paintwork and also weathering on small models, but again, for some modelers it's easier to work with the bigger scale builds, and it's quite understandable. I mean, not everyone has the steady hands or maybe good eyes, or else maybe they just like the big models and that's why they choose the bigger builds. But this one, as you can see here, it also has its own benefits. For example, you won't have to spend your time with the drivetrain, because all of the road wheels and tracks, they are molded together, and I think they are quite nicely detailed for this scale. So if I bring it closer and camera will focus, now you should be able to see what I'm talking about here. So such parts are obviously faster to install, and you will get the right alignment without any unnecessary problems or issues. You don't have to deal with the separate tiny track links, and the only thing is the paintwork, because you will have to somehow paint the tracks and also the rubber sections of the wheels. This is not a pleasant work, but this is something I would accept for the ease of the assembly and also the precision of the assembly. And also here you can see the top hull cover. We have the top turret part. Again, it's assembled without the glue, and of course all of the hatches, they are molded in here, so you won't be able to open anything, but I guess this is something expected from the model of this size. And here you can check also these large installation pins again, so quite a simple yet smart design. And I think it might be even interesting for smaller modelers who would like to try their hand in building some small tank. But there is also assembly manual, so even though this is the assembly without the glue, you still need some assembly manual to understand how everything goes together, and here it is. So overall, we have here the short history note and address of the manufacturer, the kit number was also there, and assembly process here it is. So that's exactly what I was telling you. So we have this frame or subframe which actually unifies all of the panel parts together, and then you join the side skirts, the tracks, you install the exhaust, and the turret is also quite a straightforward assembly. So I don't think you will have any huge issues or some problematic spots. But overall, it's a really interesting thing for younger modelers or for beginners, and it should be already available. And of course, I will be happy to hear your opinion. So what do you think about such kit? Write it here in the comment section below, and I will see you in the next video review as usual. Thank you for joining me today, and bye.